Imagine writing your country's history as it falls apart. That was Livy's world. Livy wasn't a general or senator, he was a scholar, watching Rome's civil wars and the collapse of its old values. He set out to tell Rome's story from its mythic origins to his own troubled era. Livy wanted his people to remember the virtues that once made Rome great. He hoped understanding the past could help fix the future. Livy mourned the loss of Rome's moral fabric. When we read Livy, we read a passionate plea, a call to remember what makes a society strong. Livy's Rome is gone, but his lessons endure. Titus Livius was born in 59 BC in Patavium, not Rome, a city known for its old-fashioned values. This outsider's perspective shaped his view of Rome's decline. He grew up amid civil war and the Republic's collapse, witnessing the rise of men like Caesar and Augustus. Livy moved to Rome as a young man, not as a politician or soldier, but as a writer. He dedicated his life to chronicling Rome's entire history. He began his work as Augustus founded the empire, a time of uneasy peace. Livy's writing was a response to the chaos of his age. He admired the old republic, even calling Brutus and Cassius the last of the Romans. Augustus surprisingly respected Livy's work, even nicknaming him his Pompeian. Livy's history, though nostalgic for the Republic, helped legitimize Augustus's new regime by celebrating Roman virtues. He spent over 40 years on his project, 142 books, though only 35 survive. Livy wrote for everyone, not just scholars. He wanted ordinary Romans to feel pride and responsibility. His work was a gift, a reminder of a shared story at a time when Rome needed it most. Livy's outsider roots gave him clarity about what Rome had lost. His history was both a warning and a hope for renewal. He believed in the power of stories to shape a nation's soul. Livy's life's work was a call to remember and to rebuild. Livy begins not with facts, but with myth. He tells of Aeneas, the Trojan prince destined to found a great people, linking Rome to the epic world of Greek legend. This myth gave Rome's history cosmic importance. Then comes the tale of Romulus and Remus, twins abandoned, saved by a she-wolf and raised by a shepherd. Their story is wild and violent. Romulus kills Remus, founding Rome in blood. Rome, Livy suggests, was born from both divine favor and brutal struggle. Romulus fills his city with exiles and outsiders. Rome begins as a city of many origins. Livy admits these are legends, not facts. But for him, the truth lies in what the stories reveal about Roman character. Romans are survivors, touched by the divine, ambitious and sometimes violent. They are a people forged from many sources. These myths gave Romans a powerful identity, destined for greatness, but always shadowed by conflict. Livy uses these stories to explain Rome's unique spirit. The legends matter more than the facts. They teach Romans who they are. Rome's founding myths are about resilience, ambition, and unity from diversity. Livy's opening is a declaration. Rome's story is as much about meaning as it is about history. He sets the stage for a history that is both epic and instructive. The city of wolves is a city of survivors. Livy's Rome is born in myth, but shaped by the lessons those myths contain. That's the Rome he wants his readers to remember. After Romulus, Rome's kings each added something vital: religion, law, public works, the army. But the last king, Tarquin the Proud, ruled with cruelty. The turning point: Tarquin's son assaults Lucretia, a noblewoman. Lucretia's suicide, after revealing the crime, sparks a revolution. Brutus, swearing on Lucretia's dagger, leads the people to expel the Tarquins. In 509 BC, the Republic is born. Romans vow never to have a king again. Livy calls this the birth of new citizens, not subjects, ruled by law, not by a tyrant. The first consuls, Brutus and Collatinus, are elected for 1 year, no more absolute power. This story is the Republic's moral foundation. Power without virtue leads to tyranny. Family honor and state honor are intertwined. Livy's account is both a celebration of freedom and a warning about one-man rule. Writing under an emperor, Livy quietly honors the lost republic. The story of Lucretia and Brutus is a lesson in sacrifice for liberty. For Livy, the Republic's birth is Rome's defining moment. It's a reminder of what's at stake when virtue fails. The past warns the present. Liberty must be defended. Livy's Rome is built on the courage to resist tyranny. The new republic faced immediate threats: exiled kings, foreign armies, and internal strife. Livy's early republic is a crucible of heroism and hardship. He tells of Horatius at the bridge, Mutius Scevola's burned hand, stories of courage and sacrifice. These are more than war tales, they're moral lessons. The republic's strength comes from its citizens' devotion and resilience. Livy also highlights the conflict of the orders, patricians versus plebeians. The plebeians, denied power, go on strike, nearly breaking the city. But Rome adapts. The tribune of the plebs is created to protect the common people. Compromise, Livy shows, is as vital as bravery. Rome survives by bending, not breaking. Through war and political struggle, the republic grows stronger. Each victory and compromise forges a tougher, more united Rome. Expansion is slow, earned through effort and sacrifice. Livy's Rome is not built in a day, it's forged in adversity. The republic's greatness is the product of generations of struggle. Livy's message: Rome's strength lies in its ability to endure and adapt. Hardship, not destiny, made Rome great. For Livy, history is about people, not just dates. His pages are filled with vivid characters, heroes and villains. Cincinnatus, the farmer dictator, saves Rome and returns to his plow. Public service without ambition. Tarquin the Proud and Coriolanus, by contrast, are warnings. Pride and betrayal threaten the state. Livy's stories are moral plays, not just records. He often chooses legend over fact, believing stories teach better than dry accuracy. He admits the past is more poetry than history. The value is in the example, not the detail. Livy's goal: inspire virtue, warn against vice. Each episode has a lesson, each character a quality to emulate or avoid. Modern historians might question his methods, but Livy's aim was different. He wanted to teach Romans how to be good citizens. His history is a school for virtue. Livy's Rome is a stage for moral drama. The past is a guidebook for the present. That's why his stories endure. Livy's history was a sensation in his own time. It became the standard story of Rome. Schoolboys learned from his tales, and later historians built on his work. Even after most of his books were lost, what survived was treasured. The Renaissance rediscovered Livy. Machiavelli used his stories to analyze power and politics. Livy's lessons became universal, not just Roman. The American founders admired the Roman Republic and read Livy for inspiration. Cincinnatus became a model for leaders like George Washington. Livy's stories of liberty and virtue shaped the ideals of new republics. Today, his tales of Romulus, Cincinnatus, and Lucretia still echo in art and culture. Livy turned Rome's messy past into unforgettable stories. He was a master storyteller who shaped history into legend. His work captivates readers 2,000 years later. Livy didn't just record history, he made it matter. What can we learn from Livy, a Roman historian from 2 millennia ago? Despite our modern world, his questions remain. What holds a society together? What causes its decline? Livy wrote during political division and moral decay, concerns that still resonate. He believed history was the best medicine for a troubled society. By studying the past, we see what to imitate and what to avoid. Livy's stories warn about the fragility of freedom and the dangers of unchecked ambition. He saw liberty lost to civil war and moral failure. His warning: when private ambition outweighs public good, the state is at risk. Livy's history is a meditation on character and virtue. He challenges us to ask, what are our values? Are we living up to them? Livy's Rome is gone, but his questions endure. He forces us to look in the mirror, just as he did the Romans. Are we worthy of our past and ready for our future?